Tyrant Terminator! Yo, what's good, TTA family? Back at y'all with another one. Man, today we at the public library out in Hoffman Estates, Illinois. We just getting ready to see. We respect our rights to record in public to make sure that our rights are not infringed on by anyone at any time. Let's go see. Meeting room. Where they have all their meetings and classes and things of that nature. Old Glory. Got Old Glory right there, TTA family. Big projector screen.
Hey, buddy. How we doing?
What's going on?
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good.
Hi. This room, we're waiting for a program to start. So.
Oh yeah, no, I just came in because I see no one's here right now. So
Yeah, we're gonna have a program in a few minutes. So.
okay, once they come in, I'll get out. I'll leave.
Well, why don't you just come out now? That way, you know.
Well, yeah, I'll be out. What's your name?
Drugo. Walter.
Walter. Okay, yeah, I'll be out there shortly once I'm
filming
done.
me or what's going on?
Yeah, I'm filming.
Why are you filming me?
Well, we just because we can today. It's no.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
All right. That's cool.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, once I get the rest of my shots of the room, I'll definitely be out there. If someone comes in before that, they need to start a class, definitely so.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All righty. I was saying something about it's 1 o'clock. Maybe he didn't say it was 1 o'clock, but I'm noticing that it is right now. And they're probably getting ready to start a class. So definitely would want to look like he's talking to the staff. So, like I said, we definitely will, though. You know, it's all publicly accessible, so we could definitely be in here. There's no restrictions or anything. It's not a staff-only room or anything like that. So, it is what it is, man. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned, TTA family. If I was a betting man, TTA fam, she look like she's the supervisor. Yep, she look like she's the supervisor I guess he's like a security, some sort like that. He was just talking to her, so she's on the phone. I mean, hopefully she's talking to someone higher than her about us being in this room right now. I just didn't want to be rushed. It's fairly small in here, so we're just gonna get a couple more shots and then we're gonna just book on out. So you guys make sure you stay tuned. Hello.
You're welcome to be in the library and
For sure.
filming and all the pictures and things.
For sure.
But this room actually does need to be reserved to be in it.
Okay, yeah.
It's our public meeting room.
I understand.
And also where we do programming.
I understand that. Like I was just telling the young man, definitely once I get the rest of my shots, and if someone wished to come in, like if they had a class or something that was going to start, I'll definitely leave. But
Can I ask what pictures you're needing? Because the room is 22 by 22.
yeah, just the, of the whole we got a projection screen here. I didn't even get yet. Didn't even really see it until now.
Okay.
But it's publicly accessible, so there's no like time frame or anything.
No, well, okay. It's publicly accessible, but in our procedures, you do have to still book the room. So it's not something that you can just jump into at any time.
Really? So
Yes.
you have to book the room, even
Yes.
though it's public
completely
property.
free to book, but because we need to know who's in the space and keep track of how many people are in the space for statistics for the state, we do ask that you book the room. If you want, if you've got a library card, we can book a time for you here so you can be in here and film it.
Well, no, not necessarily. It's just like even if that's so, you guys should have some type of sign saying that.
We have a listed on our website.
Well, I mean,
And
like,
can
well, not
give
the
you
website, because everybody don't have access to the internet. So just a sign at the door saying that it's restricted because there's no signs.
Well, it's not a restricted area. It's not like a staff-only area.
Oh, that's
but you
exactly
do
right.
have to have you book the area.
Okay. Well, like I said, what's your name?
My name is Michaela. I'm the branch manager.
Michaela? My name is James. Are you like the head manager here?
Yes, for this branch.
For
yes.
this branch. Okay, yes. Like I said, if I could just, get the rest of my shots and we'd be good to go. Like I said, if someone come in before, then definitely I'll be.
I can give you about 5 more minutes in the room to take pictures and stuff, and I can give you some information if you'd like.
Well, that's just it, Michaela. I don't want you to give me a time frame, because then it's like I'm being rushed.
Unfortunately, well, I don't want to feel like you're being rushed.
All right. No,
but-
you're not going to feel like it. I am.
Well, no, I don't want to make you feel like you're being rushed.
Okay.
But in a way you are, because this is a place that we have to keep available for bookings and things like that. So it's not where we can just pop in and be here and hang out.
Okay.
We do have a space for that.
I understand.
We've got
I understand that.
several other areas in the library as well as the quiet room.
Right.
We do also have a study room that you can take a 2-hour chunk of time. But
Okay.
this room is for programs for the library. And then if you have a library card,
Mm-hmm.
you can book this room for an event, or we have HOAs that meet here, Pop Warner meets here.
And that's all like policy, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's policy.
Yes,
And
it's
is it implied or is it written? Or,
No, we have written policy.
about this room though.
For every meeting room across all 3 branches for the Schaumburg Township District Library, yes.
Okay. Well, like I say, if it's in a public library, this is publicly accessible. It's not restricted, like you said, staff only. So we definitely could be in here.
So not at this time, we can't. I'm gonna ask that we leave the room. We've got a lot of other places that are you're able to hang
I'm
out.
definitely
and
going
do.
to, Michaela. I'm definitely going to leave the room as soon as I get the rest of my shots. Shouldn't be too much longer.
So again, I can give you about 5 more minutes in the room to take shots.
It might be a
It's
little bit
not a
longer
very
than
big
that, though.
room.
It might be a little bit. I mean,
Well, I'll hang out with you.
well, you don't need to. I mean, you should definitely, probably get back to work.
It's not really a big space.
I understand,
I'm
but-
not sure what shots we're needing.
So
but I can give you a
So my point would be rather not to be.
spectrum of everything?
Basically, I don't want to be expedited. So,
Okay.
So you're absolutely correct. It's not a big room, but like I said, it's a projection screen right there that I didn't get, and just to be in here because it's publicly accessible, I don't want to feel forced out.
I
So it's
understand
more of a
the
point.
feeling.
It's going to be a point
I fully understand the feeling.
for sure.
But again, while the room is available to the public, it is not something that the public can just walk into. It's not
But of
like
course they can.
The quiet room or anything like that. This room has to be booked with policy and our standard procedures.
Okay, so well, like I said,
So it's not something that you could wander in and be like, hey, I'm gonna hang out in that room for an hour. This is not the room to do that. And we do have a quiet room with a fireplace. There's a water feature out the window as well. And that would be the area that we could do that in.
Okay.
But this room, it has to be booked by a library card holder in the district for a program or an event for them, or a library program.
I mean, I understand what you're saying. I understand fully, but my point and whole point is, if it's publicly accessible and it's not restricted to the public, then it's accessible to the public at long as we're here during normal business hours.
But you are not following the same procedures as everyone else that has to use this room does. So
Well,
that's
I'm not breaking the law though.
No, you're
So-
not breaking the law.
Right. So
You're breaking our policy and procedure.
well, the policy doesn't really apply to me.
Yes, it
No.
applies to everyone that enters the library.
Because what I'm here doing is I'm an independent journalist and I'm gathering content for a story.
Okay.
So I'm
And that's
actually
perfectly fine.
Absolutely.
You are welcome to do your First Amendment rights. Film
For
anything
sure.
in the building, take pictures. You can talk to any staff.
So that's what I'm
member.
doing now.
However, like I have said, that does not mean that you can just enter this room without having a booking, talking to staff, something along those lines.
Well, then that means I can't exercise my First Amendment rights if there's some type of restriction on it. Do you get what I'm saying? I mean, respectfully.
So you also
Being
still have
honest.
to follow all the same policies that we have for everyone that enters this library. So that it's across the board.
Okay. Well, like I said, again,
So-
I mean, we going back and forth.
I understand.
What I would like to do is just, like I said, get the rest of my shots. Hopefully, it will be, under your 5 minutes of what you're saying, but it might go over. I'm just letting you know if it do,
Well, I'm letting you know if in 5 minutes you're not out of this room, I will be coming back and asking you to leave, and I will not be leaving until you are out of this room because it is policy and
Okay.
procedure.
So let me
I
ask you this:
can
is there a
print
way
the
that
written
I was
policy
just about
for
to
you.
say? Can I see
Sure,
it?
yeah, I got it available at the desk. I'll grab it for you.
Okay, for sure.
It's available on our website at all times.
Okay. I'll take a hand
so
copy.
You are welcome to be in the library and filming.
Okay.
You're welcome to film any staff members.
For sure.
We're a public building, but this room does need to be reserved with a card holder information.
Okay.
Is for programs and things like that.
Okay, well, like I said, I'll definitely take a hard copy instead of looking at it on the website. I can tell you if you guys have it.
Can do.
I'll definitely love to see
Let me grab
it.
that for you.
Okay, for
and,
sure.
I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Okay.
All right, for sure.
All right. Thank you.
All right, no problem. So, we're gonna get the rest of our shots, man. Like I said, it's a projection screen up here. It didn't really.
There's also a projector that comes out too up there, if you wanna get that.
Oh, it's the one that comes out of the ceiling, huh?
In case you wanna hook the room or something. We used to have movies and stuff, I don't know, we don't do that anymore.
Yeah, I didn't even catch that.
Like, yeah, it's pretty cool, cause this shines down, and that screen comes down.
Wow.
And it shines down there, and in the corner there's all electronic stuff that makes it all working. Then you can hook.
Oh, right here?
Yeah, then you get your laptop and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Look into that.
He said, so over here is.
Sort of like informational program or something.
Okay,
Alright, just an FYI.
for sure.
Alright, dude.
All right. So, I guess he said everything right here. So I didn't even pay attention to this stuff right here. He said, but everything right here, and then here, I guess with the laptop, controls the projection screen that comes out of the ceiling right here. I wasn't really paying attention. I didn't even know that this was one. I was talking about that one. I was talking about this machine right here, but my thing is, we can be in the library. We could be in the library. It's publicly accessible. There's no restrictions on any doors or anything like that. The door is wide open. It wasn't locked. So that's my thing right quick. You know what I mean? It's like, he said that the class was going to start. And I can understand that. If they did, I'll be more than willing to leave. So, you know what I mean? It's all good. But it is what it is, man. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Oh, yeah, TTA family. So we still waiting for the manager lady to come back with the printout of the policy about booking a room. Let's see this closet right here. I'll get some shots of it in the closet, and then we'll get up out of here. But I was just waiting to see if she was going to come back with the with the policy. She definitely hasn't returned, and we still sitting in here. So I was just trying to see if she was going to come back, but it ain't gonna hang around all day. I'm gonna get up out of here, and still ask for the policy. So you guys make sure you stay tuned. Yeah, so the manager hasn't came back yet, TTA family. So this is just like a little closet for like toys or whatnot. But we definitely finna go out here and see why didn't she return to show us this policy she's been talking about. So let's go see.
So then, as long as you guys are good with them,
Oh, wow.
I'm not sure who called, but none of us did. All right, yes.
you guys are good. You guys have a good day.
What's your guys' name and badge number?
Johnson 293.
And you ma'am?
Yes, 317.
Appreciate that. And can I get a report number since they called you guys on me?
There's no report number, but thanks.
There's no CAD number at all. Oh, wow. It's like I was able to catch the end of the dialogue. These officers said something about as long as he's something.
I'm not actually sure who called the police.
Okay.
It was not anyone on my staff.
Okay.
You are welcome to FOIA any of our phone call records
For sure.
to check on that.
Okay.
But I do have my card and the director's card. She works at the Central Library.
Okay.
And then also the policies for the meeting rooms.
Okay, I'm gonna just overlook these real quick.
Okay, no problem.
For sure.
Yeah, as I said, you're welcome to film anywhere in the library. Welcome to film on staff or a public place.
Okay, for sure. Even in the room, right?
No, in that room is actually locked because we do have it where you, in your hand, you have the policy.
Oh, so you guys just locked it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but you are aware that it wasn't unlocked.
I was not aware that it was unlocked. We usually lock it in between programs.
No, I'm saying you are aware that it was just unlocked.
When you were in there, yes, it was
Okay.
an unlocked space.
Okay.
And that's fine, but I did let you know about what our policy is.
Okay.
It's currently in your hand.
Okay.
If you do ever want to book it, you can do that by phone, online, or in person. So it's easily accessible.
Okay,
And
definitely
all
gonna
our information's
overlook it.
there.
I'm definitely finna look at it right quick.
Perfect.
All right.
You're welcome to film anywhere in the library that's not a locked area.
Okay, for sure. So we're gonna take a look at this policy, TTA family. Now the police was one thing. It's weird, man. It's kind of weird, but we gonna see what this say real quick, TTA family. Make sure y'all stay tuned. So real quick, TTA family, this is the cards. This is the card that she gave us. She said that that's the executive director on the left, and Michaela is the young lady we spoke with. Her card's on the right there. Okay, cool. So I'm looking right quick through their policy, you know, the whole meeting room policy, right? That's what this entire thing is about. It's about meeting room policy. You guys see that? Availability, and used. So I'm just, I'm going through it. I'm trying to read through it a little bit. You can see the regulations right there. It mainly just talk about how to book a room, and after you book a room, what's what's allowed and not allowed, you know what I mean, inside the room, and how the library has rights to reserve certain things and cancel stuff. And it's just talking about stuff like that. But what number 7 stuck out to me, though, this number 7 right here, right? It says meeting rooms are available for use during library open hours only and must be vacated 15 minutes before the library closes. Now, I was trying to tell her that we can be in the room long as we're not trying to be in here past closing time. My thing is, I thought that she was trying to show us a policy about the meeting room stating that we couldn't be in there if we didn't have it reserved. Now, I don't see that verbiage. I don't see that language in this policy at all. I don't see it at all. But I need to see it because that sounds like what was being conveyed to us in the room. So I'm gonna go up here and speak back with Miss Michaela just to see, or maybe I overlooked it. If she can point it out to us, it'd be cool. Be cool. I just wanted to see if it exists, and it has to say that room is not accessible to the public if you don't have it reserved. Because that's what she said. So let's go see right quick. Y'all stay tuned.
When should I sign up for the November one? For that, the boot camp?
Oh, anytime.
Anytime?
Michaela it is, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I'm pronouncing it right. I read everything, the stuff about the study rooms and meeting rooms.
Sure.
And maybe I overlooked it, and if I did, it's an honest mistake on my behalf. I just want to see if you can possibly point it out to me where it states that the meeting rooms are not accessible to the public if you don't have them reserved, because that's what you was conveying to me.
Yes.
Okay.
So that would be, let me find it in there. It would be with our booking a meeting room, request a meeting room online.
Because I
request a
actually
study
seen
room.
like number 7. Number 7 said something kind of like, if you could just flip 2 pages.
Sure.
Should be.
Meeting rooms are available for use during library open hours and must be vacated 15 minutes before library closing.
Now, you remember when we was in the room, I was saying I can be in there as long as I don't be in there past the you remember we had that
I
dialogue?
do, but if you actually go up to the top, it talks about how you have to book that room.
No, I understand. So
So
the
that rule
policy
is
is
when
given.
you book the room. That would be the rules for the room.
So I understand that the policy is instructions to people to tell them how to book the room, how to reserve it, right? I understand that, but I'm looking
And the
for
guidelines that follow with booking that room, yes.
That's correct on basically how to do it. But I was looking for specifically, like you told me, that you can no one can even be in there if they don't have it reserved. Where's that actual verbiage in you guys' policy?
So I'm not sure if there's that actual verbiage. It's more implied. If you are welcome
I
to.
actually wasn't implied to it. I mean, you said no, it was written.
No, I would believe it's implied when we say that you have to book the meeting room to be in the room. So when it says we need to book the space so that there's a space available for you, that would make it implied that that's an area that you do need to book.
Okay. And then I think it's rather, because I was waiting for you to come back with it. I even stayed past the 5 minutes.
I
But
did
said
too.
I was.
I gave you a little bit of extra time in there.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't want. Okay, well, if you want to say that's okay, that's cool. But I wanted
It was
to make sure.
15, it was 20, and then police were walking in. I didn't know why they were
Now
coming in.
that's my thing. I figured that you said you would come back with the policy. You didn't come back, and then I come out and the cops here. That's kind of disgusting, Michaela.
Well,
You know.
I apologize, Eater. That might be something that people like to do, and that's perfectly fine.
Oh, absolutely not.
But again, I don't know, and you are welcome to FOIA the records for our phone lines.
For sure,
If you do
for
believe
sure.
that one of our staff members did call 911,
Okay.
you're welcome to.
Okay. And what about you guys' cellular phone lines?
So I have a personal cell phone line, but that's not anything with the library.
No, I'm just
or
saying.
staff
No,
and
well, of
things
course,
like
I
that.
couldn't FOIA that. Is what I was
Correct,
making a
yeah.
point. So even if you're telling me to FOIA you guys' lines in terms of the public library's phone, that doesn't mean you guys still didn't call.
Well, if
That's all
I
I'm
can't,
saying.
I can't dissuade you from any opinion that you have, and that's perfectly fine.
Right.
My staff all say that nobody called 911.
I understand, but-
and that's perfectly fine.
But I mean, but you also told me though. You also told me other things that wasn't true, Michaela. And I mean, respectfully, we've had a respectful dialogue all day, but you told me some things that wasn't true.
Well,
You did.
I apologize that you feel that way. I don't believe that I did.
Well, we're going through the policy, and I don't see it. I don't see what you said that back there in the room. It doesn't
That
say
the
it.
meeting room and study room have to be booked locations.
No,
and
ma'am.
have a
That we
library
couldn't be
card
in
to do
there
so.
unless it was reserved. I don't
So
see that in there.
That isn't. You know what? I will. You can talk to our director, Annie Misrovitz. I did give you her card
me
as
see.
well. I can also give you our deputy director's card. She's Molly.
Yeah. Matter of fact, are any one of the young ladies available?
They wouldn't be here. They're actually over at the Central Library.
Central Library. I'll probably go over there and hike over there. Is it close?
Yeah, it's about 5 miles away. It's on
Okay.
Roselle Road.
Yeah, I might as well just hike on over.
Sounds good. Do you
Okay.
want the policy? This is
Oh,
actually
definitely
good
want to keep that. Definitely want to keep that.
This is
And
good
if,
for all three.
okay, and if you can
locations.
give me the card you said of the other
Yeah, the
director.
deputy director.
Okay, for sure.
So this is for our deputy director, Molly.
Molly.
Yep, and I
Okay.
believe they are both on today, so you'd be able to go on over there. The Central Library is our largest location. It's right off of Roselle Road.
Is it 130 South?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'll find it.
Okay.
Schaumburg. Okay, for sure.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right. Thanks for coming in.
For sure.
If you do have any questions, please give a call, shoot me an email. I'm happy to help.
Definitely so. All right.
Take care.
You too. So yeah, TTA family. Usually this is where we would end things, but I feel like I need to go over and speak to their directors about this. Michaela says she's the highest person here, but she does have a boss, and she's directed me to go to, I think this is 130 South, I think Randolph Road or something like that, just 5 miles away. Why not? We don't have to end it right now. Let's go talk to the director and see what they say, because my thing was this, real quick, is at the meeting, she was telling us, and now that the door is locked, so the doors is locked now of that meeting room. She was telling us that the meeting room is not even accessible. I can't even access it, period, if I don't have it reserved. I asked her in there, you guys can rewind this and see. I asked her to say, ma'am, is that an implied policy? She said, no, it's written. Oh, I said, okay, I would like a copy of that. So she went and got the written policy and then tried to double back and say it's implied. Come on now. So that's very disingenuous. We're going to be respectful about it. We're going to be real respectful about it. But I didn't want her to think that by her telling me I can FOIA the public library, right? Think about this real quick. I can FOIA the public library to see who called 911, their phones, right? And I want to make a point to her that you guys also have cellular phones. So don't make it seem like just in case, because that's what we're definitely getting ready to do. We're definitely going to FOIA the public library phone for sure. We got to. So we'll see, man. But right now we're going to hike on over and try to see if we can talk to the deputy director. I know she's probably going to give them a ring right now and let them know them coming over here. But that was a chess move. So, just in case anything transpired negative, in a negative light, then everything else will surface. So we'll see, man. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. So yeah, TTA family, man, we figure we'll come down here, 5-7 miles up the road and try to see if we can go ahead and talk to her deputy director, because like I said real quick, man, My whole thing is I was looking for the verbiage. I was looking for the verbiage about not even being able to be in that room if you don't have it reserved. This is what Michaela was conveying to us, right? And she had to acknowledge and admit that it wasn't in there, so she tried to switch it. I want you guys to go back and listen to that conversation. She switched to that it was implied. Now, I asked her specifically, was it implied? She said, no, it's written. I'll go get you a copy. So as soon as we asked for the copy, pull her card, you know what I mean? Put up a shut up card. Now she want to switch it to implied because she know that's not written. Then they locked it. She admitting to them locking the door. So, I mean, but we got a lot of things we need to address with the deputy director. She said that both of them should be available, so we're going to go up here and see, man. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned.
Hello,
How you doing? How you guys doing today? Pretty good. Thanks for asking. Is this you guys' main branch?
Yes,
It's,
we're
okay,
called
I'm on-
the Central Library.
Central Library.
So we have 3 locations.
That's correct.
Here, and then we have a Hanover Park branch and a Hoffman Estates branch.
That's correct. Okay, I was just at the Hoffman Estates.
Oh, nice.
I had a kind of a back and forth with a young lady over there by the name of Michaela. Are you guys familiar?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm actually coming over to speak with Miss Annie and Molly.
Okay, Annie, she's what's that title? Director. And Molly.
That's correct.
I've seen her today. I have not seen Annie. We could have her paged
Okay.
from the welcome desk
For sure.
right there and
Okay.
see if they're available in the building.
All right. Yeah, because Michaela did kind of confirm and said that she think that both of them should be available.
Yeah, I don't know if Annie's in the building. She could be out somewhere. But I have seen Molly for sure.
Okay. Yeah, anyone should suffice.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Walk you to the welcome desk?
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Yeah, which one? So we'll take it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I know I've seen Molly today.
Molly. Okay, cool. Great.
Could you guys page Molly for us? Yeah. Wonderful. Thank you. I know I saw her. Or do you know if Annie's here today? Either one of them.
Molly's around.
Okay. Thanks, John.
And just to confirm, Molly would be higher than Annie anyway, correct?
No, Annie would be our director. Molly is our deputy director.
Okay, so the executive director is always there.
Yes,
Okay.
Annie would be the executive
Okay.
director.
Well, Molly should suffice. Like I said, I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, TTA family, we're gonna wait to see if we can holler at Molly. They said they don't know if Annie's here today. Molly probably wouldn't know. I just want to get some better clarity from someone that's higher than Michaela. We'll go from there. So you guys make sure you stay tuned. Miss Molly?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well,
How are you?
James.
Nice to
Pretty
meet you,
good.
James. Good.
So real quick, right? I was just over at you guys' branch, I think Hoffman Estates.
Oh, okay.
And I was speaking to a young lady by Michaela.
Yeah.
Of course, she's like you guys' manager. or
She's
whatever.
lovely.
For sure. Only thing is, I have came across one of you, the meeting room. And I'm just coming in like I'm doing now. I'm documenting, I'm gathering content for a story, and I'm recording. When I was in the meeting room, I guess a guy that works security there came in there and he was like, "Sir, you can't be in here." But once I explained to him what I was doing,
Sure,
he was
absolutely.
like, "Okay, cool."
Yeah.
But when he went and got Michaela, me and her had a dialogue back and forth for about maybe 12 minutes about.
Okay.
She was basically saying that I couldn't even be in there if I didn't have a reserve right. So I was trying to explain to her in terms of our rights that if the library is publicly accessible and it's not a restricted room,
Right.
I can understand not to go past any restricted areas, but an open door, and she wasn't too interested in that, but she said that you guys had a policy on it, so I asked for it. And I asked her, was it implied or written? She said that it was written. However, when she gave me the policy of the meeting room, there was absolutely nothing in there about if you don't have the room reserved, you can't be in there. But it was instructions on how to reserve.
Sure.
So I just wanted to come over and have a dialogue with, you. She did give me your card, and a young lady by the name of Annie.
Yeah.
And to see, and let you guys know, put you on notice of what just occurred over there. And I just felt some type of way. And then the cops were called. Yeah. Now, she did say that they didn't do it or any of the staff, maybe,
Yeah.
because sometimes, you know, you get a regular person that might want to call or something. They see a
Sure,
camera,
sure,
everybody's
sure.
alarmed. I'm not really sure why. But I can understand. But I feel like that someone probably did call the cops. Obviously, they showed up. But my whole thing was her not being transparent.
Sure,
and
sure. Well, I'm
honest.
sorry that that happened to you, but you are more than welcome to, walk around and videotape whatever you need to videotape. Okay.
I appreciate that, Molly. But I was just trying to confirm
of course.
about that room specifically.
You know what? I think what I have not spoken. I don't know what exactly transpired.
Okay.
But for our meeting room space, we do have people reserve it.
For sure.
And when they're not reserved, usually people are not in there just
Right.
because it's not reserved.
I can
And we
understand.
have plenty of study rooms and meeting rooms, so there's not really ever been an issue where anyone had wanted it.
Okay.
If they went to our reference desk and said, hey, can I look at this meeting room? And if it was open,
Right.
absolutely.
I can understand that. But what I was saying, like in terms of, like, just say for instance, like this fiction area, right? If that was a room that, well, I'm just saying, if that said meeting room,
Yeah.
and I seen that the door was open.
Right, I see what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Totally
And all
get
I'm
it.
doing is taking pictures.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah,
What's
yeah.
the crime
Of
in that,
course.
Molly?
Yeah, absolutely. And make sure while you're here that you go upstairs in our newly renovated space. It's
Really?
beautiful. It's really
Okay,
pretty.
and this
So,
is
yeah.
very enormous in here. So I just wanted to talk to someone that was hired in Michaela to get basically I was trying to confirm, is that how it goes for you for the meeting rooms? Are they off limits if you don't have it reserved for what I was
Well,
there for?
I think for what you were there for, I think that's fine. I think
Okay.
that what they're probably mostly concerned about is people going in and using it, and then not reserving it.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
probably, yeah.
Okay, I understand
Okay.
that. Okay, Molly. All right. Well, I definitely appreciate you coming down, having a dialogue. You've been
Absolutely. It's very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
Yes,
as well.
I'd like
Thanks
to-
a lot. And let Annie know I did want to
I
speak with
will.
her too, but
Absolutely.
maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
All right.
Enjoy yourself, and if we can help you in any way, please let us know.
All right, thanks a
Okay?
lot, for sure. So yeah, TTA family, Molly was very professional. She just confirmed that what we was there to do was perfectly fine. You guys just heard her say it. So we already knew that. So that further lets me know that I think that Michaela over there did call the cops on us. And like I said, that's very disgusting. So, but it is what it is. You guys make sure you stay tuned.
That Terminator is out there. It can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned with. It doesn't feel pity or remorse or fear. And it absolutely will not stop. Ever.
So from the top, TTA family, from the top, came out here to Hoffman Estates, Illinois' public library to do what we always do. And that's to film in public to make sure our rights won't be infringed on by anyone at any time, right? Coming in, everything was straight. Everything was good to go. Went to a meeting room though, and that's when all the pushback started to occur. So basically, the security, like I said, I was telling Molly, you guys heard the conversation. We're telling Molly the whole thing with the security. When the security came in, and obviously the personnel told the security first, man, look, that guy just went inside of a meeting room recording. That's the problem right there. He's recording. So when the security came, we told him exactly what we was doing, right? And he kind of left back out like, okay. Even he asked me, like, you recording me? You film? Well, why? And he was like, oh, okay. Like, it's cool, right? It wasn't too, not too bad. Not too bad, right? He went and got Michaela. And Michaela, again, her whole thing was for that room specifically. And she said this is for the entire district. So there's three public libraries that they have, right? So she's saying period, because this is their policy. In order to be in a meeting room, even for the purpose for what I was there for, right? Even for my purpose, right? Independent journalists just gathering content, right? Even just for that, she says, you still have to reserve it. So my thing was this. When I asked her, I said, okay, I asked her specifically, is it implied? Is that an implied policy or is it? She said, no, it's written. I can go get you a copy. Now, right there. See, that was a chess move on her behalf. I'm gonna be honest with you. That was a chess move. She pushed her pawn up and brought her knights out, right? And everybody know after the queen on the chessboard, the knight is the next most powerful piece, right? So that was that was cold what she did, right? That was impressive, right? So that was a chess move. She was like, we have a written plot, I can go get it. Now, by her making that move, she's usually anybody else, you know what I'm saying, another person probably be like, no, if she's saying she got a written policy and she's willing to go get it, then I'ma just fold, man. I'ma just fall back. Ain't no sense of fighting that. She's telling me, right? She expected that. Okay, so now it's my move, right? Now I'm gonna bring my knights out. I said, go get the policy. I definitely would love to see it. So now I'm pulling her car, I'm making her put up or shut up, right? So that's my counter chess move. So she comes out. Well, she never did come out. The cops came, right? That's what make me, after we got the shots of that room where the toys was at, I see the police through the window. Oh man, let me hurry up and get out here, right? And they ran off or whatever. So that's a horse of another color. That's okay, cool. So when we get the policy, we sit down and read it, and there's nothing, absolutely nothing in there stating what she said about in order to be in there, period, you have to reserve it, right? So that wasn't true. And then when we brought it up to her, she was basically saying, oh, you know, it's implied. Ma'am, I just asked you specifically when we was talking back there, was it implied? I just asked you that. You said, no, it was written. It was written, right? So that's my other chess move, right? That was my other move right there, right? Now we got her trapped. So she said, you know, you're welcome. She pull it again, right? With her executive director and deputy directors. Here she go with another crucial chess move. You know, you're more than willing to speak to them if you want to. I gave you their card. Now, another person probably would say, oh man, she's directing me to go speak to them. She must be telling the truth. She has to be, right? She's a manager. She's telling me to see what no one would tell me to go speak to their director if they're lying. That's her chess move, right? I was supposed to fold for that. Okay, no, so you know what? We're going to hike on over there and go try to speak to one of them. That's my chess move. And by Molly confirming at what I was there for, my purpose was all good. It was all good for me to be there. And she was very professional just then. That's our checkmate on Michaela. So Michaela, if you're seeing this, it's very disgusting. Someone called the police. I'm going to say this because like sometimes, you know, people got whatever, you know, we're filming in the library. I'm not going to say wholeheartedly 100% you guys did it. I'm not going to say that. Like she said, maybe it was another customer or something. Someone probably, but I believe it was her, especially how disingenuous she was. Even when we was talking about the library phone. You can FOIA our phone. I'm definitely going to. You know, I'm definitely going to see, but what about if you called them on your cellular phone? What about that? You could have called them on your cellular phone. So, you know, I don't want you to feel like what you're telling me is just written in stone or something like that. You know, just go for anything. But it is what it is, TTA family, man. We definitely gonna do a revisit to this one just to make sure. We're gonna try to see if we can catch that meeting room unlocked one time and see if they're gonna leave us alone the second time, because Molly just confirmed that we all good to go. Appreciate everybody been rocking with TTA from the beginning, man. If you're new here, make sure you hit the subscription button, man. Hey, we got a lot of updates, man. And I'm telling you, we back live Sunday, 2 p.m. Central. We'll be live back. I got a big announcement. And y'all probably already know, man. Matter of fact, y'all put it in the comments. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think this big, huge announcement is. A big follow-up. Everybody been asking about. But I probably, you know, a lot of y'all probably already know. You know what I mean? But y'all let me know in the comments if you know exactly what I'm talking about. Whether you do or not, we still gonna cover it Sunday, 2 p.m. Central. So y'all make sure y'all get ready to lock in for that. At the end of this month, we definitely hitting the road. Let you guys know where we're going once we get everything already locked in. So I'm excited about that. And is there anything else? Nope, I think that'll be about it. So until the next time, make sure y'all stay tuned.